welcome to another video. I have a slight confession to make. I forgot to start the video yesterday on Saturday. I had a pretty bad day and I just forgot really, and it got to the point where I was just falling asleep, and then I remembered and I was like, no, I can't do it now. So I'm starting it on Sunday instead. But nothing of interest happened yesterday. I was just feeling really down and yucky and just horrible. But today, feeling slightly better. I slept quite well for me, which is really good. I bought some new pyjamas and I needed some new long sleeve pyjamas because obviously I have quite a few pairs already, but I've actually lost some weight since I've started treatment, and the ones I have no longer fit me, which is something that hasn't happened in a very, very long time. They've got reindeers on. And I thought originally that they had red noses, but actually they don't. Some of them are just wearing red neckerchiefs. I don't even know if they're reindeers. I think they might be mooses. They're from Next, who, in my opinion, do the best pyjamas because they're super soft. I'm having a really high pain day today. Every tiny bit of me is hurting. Everything is throbbing and yeah, it's bad. And I had to go to the doctor's in a couple of hours to have my lump examined on my shoulder. I'm all dressed and ready to go. It's really cold. I don't want to go outside. I really hope I don't have to wait very long because I don't even think I could manage to do that. Well, that was ridiculous. I waited over an hour to go in, and I was in the room with the doctor less than a minute. He looked at the lump on my shoulder, he kind of manipulated it slightly, told me it was some sort of cyst, but that I didn't need to worry about it. If it got much bigger or started to become painful, then I could easily have it removed, it'd be no big deal. And then I left, literally in there less than a minute. And I waited over an hour. I nearly passed out in the waiting room. I nearly passed out again in the car on the way home. And now I'm back, and the thing that annoyed me the most was that the doctor didn't even apologise for the wait. He knows how ill I am, or at least I've told him. Whether he believes it or not, that's a whole different matter, but still, it's just so frustrating. Busy day today. I'm having my hair cut this afternoon, which means I have to have a shower and wash my hair this morning. 2 things in one day, generally not a good idea for me, but I have to have my hair cut before I go because it's getting to the point now where it's quite long, and so it takes a lot more energy to wash it when it's really long as opposed to when it's a bit shorter. So, almost conquered today. I've got my hair cut. What do you think? I really like it. Getting my hair cut was the last big thing I have to do before I leave. Now I've just got to pack. That won't take long, right? No, it'll be fine. I've got a few little things I have left to do today. And then tomorrow I'm going to dedicate to kind of packing my clothes and stuff like that. So it's the day before I leave, and today is dedicated to packing. I haven't actually done anything yet. Admittedly, it's only 11 o'clock, so that's not too bad. I'm in a state of just perpetual anxiety. I've got so much to pack. So, it's the end of the day now. I'm pretty much packed. All my clothes, books, DVDs. Obviously, I can't pack my medication and like my toothbrush and stuff until tomorrow. And I've only found myself close to tears twice today, which I think is pretty good going. So now I have to really try and relax and kind of chill out, otherwise I'm not going to sleep tonight at all. And then tomorrow is the day. Okay, so I'm about ready to go. I've already overdone it today with packing up. I've just had to untangle loads of wires, which is my least favourite thing to do, and now I feel really faint, so I'm going to go and lie down until the very second I have to leave. So it It's nearly bedtime now. The journey was actually pretty good, but we didn't have a stop. We just drove straight through and it was like 2.5 hours, which meant that by the time we got here, my pain was really bad because I hadn't got out to stretch or anything like that. I'm going to settle down now because I'm so tired. It's the next morning now. I actually slept okay. I mean, you never sleep well the first night in a new place. You know, that's just a rule. Actually, it's an evolutionary thing because the first night you sleep in a strange place, half your brain stays awake. Isn't that interesting? I think it's interesting. All my muscles in my back are really, really painful. I think it was from sitting in the car for so long. I have to upload my latest treatment vlog, but it's mostly done. I just have to kind of do the fiddly little details. I also have to have a shower and wash my hair. But for now, I'm just going to stay in bed. As the day's worn on, my anxiety about tomorrow has been increasing. My back pain is really bad at the moment. It's a combination of muscle and kidney pain, which is really not fun. Really hoping it calms down enough, because if it stays like this, I'm not going to be able to sleep, and I need to sleep. So it's just about 1:45, and we're about to leave for the first day of IVs. I'm very nervous. I'm not feeling good, obviously. I've already overdone it today, just with getting dressed and packing up stuff to take with me, so it's going to be hard, but I know it's a good thing I'm doing, so let's go. I'm back and I survived day 1, yay! We got there just after 1:15 and I signed some forms. Then I was taken to a room off the ward. I had my own room because I needed to lie somewhere dark and quiet. So that was really good that I could do that. Then I had some blood taken, and that was taken out of this arm. And then the IV was put into this arm. Apparently my veins are not good. I don't have very many, which I think is a really strange thing. I didn't even know that. And they were like, oh, have you never heard that before? And then I lay there for 2 hours while the IV antibiotics dripped in. And then I had a sort of saline flush through the IV. So I got every last bit of the antibiotic into my system. That took about 15 minutes, I think. We picked up a lot more supplements. And then we came home. I'm feeling really tired, but I know that I'm going to feel worse tomorrow because I'll have to pay back from today and then I'll have to do stuff again tomorrow. I'm going to go to bed because I'm so tired. Well, it's the next day now and I honestly can't remember the last time I felt this ill. I slept for 10 hours last night, but I don't feel like I've slept at all. I feel sick and kind of weak and shaky and faint. I honestly have no idea how I'm gonna make it through today. And on top of feeling like that, it's the anxiety of having to leave the house, the anxiety of having to go somewhere that's really making me feel the worst I've ever felt. Because normally if I feel like this, I would just curl up in bed and not move. Oh God, I don't even know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Somehow I've made it up, I'm dressed and we're ready to go. I've no idea how I managed it. Honestly don't. But I'm just grateful that I did. We have about 20-25 minute car journey to Breakspear, and then the IVs will probably take 2.5 hours, and then I can come home and get back into bed again. I can do it. I think today was one of the hardest days of my entire life. I honestly think that. The IV took a little longer today, I think. Not really sure why, just did. Didn't have to have blood taken. But I had the IV put in the same arm, in this arm. and it hurt a lot more today going in. Yesterday I barely felt it, but apparently because the vein was already bruised from yesterday, it was going to hurt more, and so it'll probably hurt even more tomorrow. Yay! Yesterday I noticed that I had some like burning in my arms, and I thought, oh, it's just, side effects from the antibiotics. I didn't have that today with an IV. It does make your arm ache. And yesterday I waited quite a while before I asked for a hot water bottle, whereas today I had a hot water bottle waiting for me when I got there, which was really nice. So that helped with the aching a lot. Other than that, I haven't really noticed many side effects because I've been so busy with the payback that I'm having. I'm so tired that I'm past tired, if that makes sense. I'm so tired I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep. Day 3. Let's go. I had the IV in a different arm today, and the IV itself was fine. I actually felt better than I'd done the previous days whilst I was having it done. I was able to chat a bit more to my dad, and yeah, I just generally didn't feel quite as ill. But now that I'm back, I'm actually feeling worse than I have done the few previous days. I'm feeling just there is no words for how tired I am. There really isn't. And I feel quite sick, and I'm getting shooting pains all over my body. I knew that the herxes were going to be worse, and that's something I'm really scared of, because as you'll have seen in my videos, is when I have a herx, I can barely do anything. And that's when I'm at home, and if I have, it's not a question of if, but when I have one here, I'm going to still have to go in to Breakspear every day and have antibiotics, and that's a really scary thought. I'm just going to have some dinner and then go to bed. So I'm about to leave for day 4. I don't think I talked much yesterday about my appointment with Dr. Mohammed. I had an appointment with him yesterday before I had my IV done. That was really good. We basically talked about the IV protocol and sort of what we might do after. And he brought up the idea of having B12 injections, which I think I'm going to do. You have the first one there, and then the nurses teach you how to do it yourself, and you can do it at home. My pain is quite high today, but I don't have to do anything extra today. I just have to do the IV, so it shouldn't take that long, which is good. So I made it through another day. 4 days down. I was definitely less anxious throughout, which was really good. I'm still feeling horrendous the whole day. There's never a moment in the day where I think, actually I don't feel too bad now. Nope, it's all day feeling terrible. And the IV took a bit longer today, 2.5 hours, 2 3/4 hours instead of 2 hours. And I was watching it, towards the end, I was just watching every drip. It seemed to be going so slowly. And plus I really needed the loo. So it's just going so slowly, and I was like, come on. Oh, it's a nightmare. Another day down. Tomorrow's Friday, then I've got Saturday, and then I have a day off. Day 5. Feeling extra tired today. I think it's catching up with me, hence the sunglasses, because it's really bright outside and I'm not feeling that today. Today was really hard. I thought, because the last couple of days have been a bit easier, I thought maybe that my body was just getting used to it, kind of getting into the swing of things, getting into a flow. No, not after today. I don't think that anymore. I had really bad anxiety all the way through the appointment. Anxiety isn't uncommon. I get it a lot, but usually it's at the start of things. So as I'm setting out for an appointment or at the start of an appointment, usually once I'm there and it's happening, my body kind of just calms down. But that didn't happen today. And I don't know why. I wasn't feeling much more ill than the few days before. I was feeling quite tired, but it wasn't out of the ordinary. I've gone to appointments feeling worse than that. I just think I've hit a wall today. I'm just so tired. So tired. I've just remembered, sorry to end this video on kind of a down note, but today marks the end of another 2 weeks, the end of another video. I'm sorry I don't have any footage for when I'm actually at Breakspear, but you can't use any electrical equipment there because they have people who have electrical sensitivities, which is, I totally respect. Plus, there's really not much to film. I lie in a bed and I have an IV in my arm, and I stayed there for 2.5 hours, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.